I can't. Me,
The
you, and
three of
Alfie.
us
There's no
have-
way we agree
yeah.
on something.
What
There's no
kind
way.
of interlink is this?
There's no way. I don't even know who this could be now. By the
Why
way,
have I've forgotten someone and it's really pissed me
wow.
off.
You
None.
bended the rules,
Zero.
but it's fine. Don't worry. It's good.
No, I didn't bend the
Yeah,
rules.
you did.
Yo, what is everyone saying? Welcome back to another episode of the Total 90 podcast. Today we are back with another top 10 list. But before I introduce the panelists, I have to apologize for the lack of pod last week. Our good friend Pamodo flew all the way from Australia to London, so a few of us had to go link up and whatnot. We're out and about, so sadly there was no pod last week, but we are back now. And thanks to another one of our Canadian friends. My voice sounds a bit interesting, as you can hear, but I think we are recovering well. We are alive. That's the most important thing. So let's not waste more time. First on the panel, you can now put a face to the name of the man who told you with chest that Pedro Goncalves is one of the best wingers in the world. He's a QPR fan, so you can expect him to start putting Zamora and these guys on his list. It's Callum. How are you, sir?
I'm good, thank you, man. Gotta always have the QPR prop.
Yeah, I was hearing some interesting stories. So I was introducing Mav and Callum together when we joined the Discord, but it turns out that these guys are very familiar with each other already. So I won't go into details on that one. I'll just move on to the next the next one. But like you might can see now, I mentioned that people are held accountable for their takes in the comments. So if you're putting howlers in the comments, I might drag you up one day. You never know. I might pull you up. But anyway, next up, this man, he saw Arsenal winning like 700 games in a row. He said, nah, I'm not coming on the pod. Then Arsenal dropped some points. He's like, yeah, get me on. 2 hours later, Tottenham get packed in. Denman, how are you, mate?
That is the biggest amount of waffle I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, I'm lying, man. I'm lying. Denman's been a busy guy.
But no, I'm
It's
back.
just by coincidence that he's here that Arsenal drop points. That's
I'm back. Arsenal still top of the league. Tottenham are still third for the time being. But I'm back. I'm happy to be involved again, man. Like Amenyah,
Yes.
been ill as well, but we're here. Not 100%,
Yes,
but we try and give as much as we can.
Indeed. Denman was also on international break in London with us. So, again, the same Canadian friend. Maybe we're going to be pressing charges because, as you can tell by Denman's voice also, yeah, not too fantastic. Lastly, I was going to say, oh, he might be feeling very happy this morning. The sunshine is out because Steven Gerrard is gone. But then I realized the last time we recorded a podcast, you guys, including the two people here actually, I think, voted Mav to be last in the very last draft.
Unbelievable.
The Royal Rumble. A certain Denman said, if anyone
glad.
other than Mav finishes last, oof, wow.
I'm glad we had a break.
Crazy.
I'm glad we had some time off because I can't lie to you. My head was hot. And when I saw that the comments were on my side, I knew you guys had messed up. I knew it. When they were backing me, I knew something was up. So, yeah, the comment section, shout out you, man, because you actually backed me for once and I feel it.
Yeah, that was very, very interesting. But anyway, top 10 Premier League strike partnerships. We've seen a lot of teams try a little 4-2-4, 4-4-2. We're kind of going back to the prime Barclays style football. So I thought, let's do a top 10 list. Obviously, not putting like 1993, 1994 players and that. So as always, from 2000 up till now, the same criteria as normal. Obviously, we're going to add chemistry together because they are strike partnerships. But the usuals, ability, stats, longevity, accolades, iconic moments, whatever you want to put, you decide it how you can. Now, I will say, as always, first place is 10 points, second is 9, third is 8 points. You get how it goes by now. 9 of us voted, 4 of us here, 5 mods. One of the mods being Drew, actually, because he had a last-minute hamstring injury before the Ep. And I've given these guys some leeway. Obviously, I know that, they might struggle to get the 10 strike partnerships. I said, do you know what? Have a striker and a winger, striker left winger, striker right winger. Do as you like. Forwards. But it seems that a few guys have taken the Michael a little bit. So there are a lot of honourable mentions.
I cannot
A lot
wait.
of honourable mentions. I'm going to rush through the honourable mentions. Some of them aren't on the panel, so I'm not going to waste time on those ones. Let's see. We did get a 90 for the
can't
first
wait.
time. Last out, the left wingers.
There's
Neymar, well done
0%
to you.
chance. 0% chance, surely.
You never know. You never know. So let's get straight into it because I'm actually a freshie from the way I've wrote it down on my Excel spreadsheet. I wrote 31st, so that's how you know I'm already tired.
31?
31st.
31?
31st!
31st, yeah. I'm telling you, the first few, I'm just gonna breeze through them and not even waste time because,
God.
as I mentioned in the introduction, this QPR rat is already trying to get his propaganda in there somehow. So with one singular point, Charlie Austin and Phillips.
Yeah.
What?
No, that's it.
They were in 10th.
I'm not gonna say anything.
It was just
You had them. Wait, you had them in your top 10. Nah,
It's
man,
just
what
pure
we doing
prop,
here?
Mav. It's just pure
Amenyah,
prop. It's just pure
What are we
prop.
doing here?
We
To be
finished
fair.
bottom of the league, 20th,
I've got a prop.
on 30
No, man,
points.
don't say to be fair, man. Don't say
No, Devon, what I'm saying is,
fair about
what I'm saying is, I've got a prop in mind. I can't lie. So
Anyway,
My Lord.
in joint 28th, we have 3 players.
Oh my
Or three pairs rather, 3 pairs. First one, someone on this panel has actually put them in. Our good friend J-Denman9, who says don't hear any of that. He's given 2 points to Gerrard and Torres. Can I ask which wing
What, they're
Gerrard
28th?
played on? Yes.
Gerrard and Torres.
What happened
to
You
the
are
only
now,
strikers?
You
You are the
man,
only
man have
person-
literally taken this too far.
You are the
Mid
only
and a
person
striker.
who was
Wait,
at
what?
Gerrard and Torres.
Wait, what? And they're in 28th?
You are the only person.
So
Wait,
what?
do you know
Am
what?
I going to
Do
put
you know
Edison
what?
and
Do
Haaland
you know
in because
what?
the
No.
assist?
No, do you know what? Do you know what? So, Mav, I done like my top my top 6 or something, yeah. I mean, I was just like, I don't really know who else to put in. Like, I just kind of.
Oh my!
I mean, I just sat there and thought of iconic people I could put in who were good together. Like,
fair play. I mean,
No, fair
Amenyah gave
to
us
these.
an inch and Denman took 2 miles.
This is what I'm saying. Guys are gonna start bringing up keepers and that, bro. Yeah, guys are gonna bring some Paul Robinson and that. But fair enough.
Jesus.
Joining
left
Gerrard.
back in here as well.
you're
at
lucky I
some
didn't
point.
put in Haaland and KDB. To be honest.
Yeah, flipping heck.
Joining them. To be fair, this one was quite reasonable. I had them in like my 11th when I was making my list, but yeah, they missed out on my one. Alfie put them in 9th. It's Michael Owen and Heskey. I think that's a
Considered it. I did consider
that's
it.
a
I really
reasonable
did.
one.
I really,
It's
really did.
a little bit early for me. The Liverpool, times like 01, 02 is a little bit early, but I hear that one. And the other team, or the other pair in 28th. What do you know? Callum is back. Van Nistelrooy and Ole.
God.
Van Nistelrooy and Ole. I don't remember that ever being like iconic or
Ole.
In
As in
01,
Van
02.
Nistelrooy, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
Van Nistelrooy and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Wow.
What an
So-
iconic
Wow.
strike
Okay.
partnership that was.
They scored quite a lot of goals that year. Bit of a statistics merchant, that one, but
Bro, were you even born back then?
yeah.
Like, what?
Bro, we're in the 2000s. Surely we
Yeah.
we're allowed that one. It's just that I don't remember that being like iconic though. That's
But
just
it
like,
was
okay.
it was Ole's highest goal scoring season. Van Nistelrooy is one of his
Oh,
best.
you got
And
calculators. Okay,
no,
okay,
I
okay. No,
I
it's
literally
fine.
just said that it was a bit of a statistic merchant one, but
No,
like
I mean, at least you've got stats to back it. Do you know what?
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say low
Like,
key. Like, I respect you actually going and having a look.
Yeah,
Like,
low key that you've come with stats.
quite worried, I'm quite worried. That's
Yeah,
in 28th.
I'm scared. I'm
Like-
so scared what is about to happen in this
Yeah,
episode. I'm
well,
so scared.
those guys all got 2 points, so they finished 9th for a few people. Now we move on. There are another 3 pairs that are 25th, 26th, and 27th. One of the mods, Aaron, has voted in 8th place. Vardy and Okazaki.
Like, bro, nah. I'm sorry, I'm not having it.
Oh my
I'm not having it. I'm not having it. Like,
God, what is
I was getting
going
cooked
on?
Moving
who
on.
done that?
We have Alfie, who gave 3 points to Alan Shearer and Les Ferdinand. I'm sorry, Alfie. I know you are not watching Les Ferdinand, bro.
Nah,
I
bro,
know
this
you are
is-
not watching
Also,
Les
what's the-
Ferdinand.
I know what he's done there. I know
Wasn't
what
that
he's done there.
2000?
I know what he's done here.
That's a little
I
Google
think that's
search, man.
pre-2000 for one. If it's not,
Yeah.
it's.
I know
it's
what
like,
he's done as well.
It's tail end. He's gone. Look at my knowledge here, and look at like, that's one of those.
No,
Oh,
do you know-
I'm pulling out Les Ferdinand. It's like going. Oh, do you know what? I would have gone Shearer and Sutton, but they didn't quite make the year gap. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, there we go. And the other one in 25th is Tedinho, another mod. This is what I'm saying. I'm going to just breeze through these because there's not any point wasting loads of time on these ones.
Yeah.
Sterling and Aguero. I just...
Do you know what? I feel
Never
like these
thought of that
actually.
as a-
I was actually going to put these in, like, just
I don't
from
really
them
see them as
actually,
like a
I don't
duo.
see them as a
Do you know what I
duo.
mean? Man City tend to have like elite like
Six.
front threes, right? With like you have like Sane, Sterling, and Aguero. Or something like
You
that.
know, you got
just have,
Silva.
like,
You've got
the whole
Silva
three.
getting involved. Yaya Toure getting
Bernardo
involved. KDB,
Silva, that is, yeah,
Bernardo. You
trust.
got all of these guys just pinging up assists.
Not David
everywhere.
Silva, Bernardo Silva. Yeah, trust. All right. We have 4 players on 4 points. So 21st, they'll all join in this one. Denman, welcome. You're back, sir.
I know this is gonna be.
Oh, here we go.
I should have
With
put
4
Murray on
points. With 4 points for Denman. So that means that he finished. These guys finished 7th for him. It is Aguero and David Silva.
there. Yeah, I should have probably put him like 9th or something. But I feel like out of everyone in that City era, I'd say them two are like probably the ones you'd remember the most of like having that
Is it?
connection. Personally, yeah.
We are stretching the boundaries here, aren't we?
Where yeah, I mean,
You know what I mean? Like,
you know
Come
what?
on, lads, like,
I
what's
agree.
going on?
Do you know why it's so hard? Because Denman's not wrong, but
I might
the
have
same
put
way,
Song
for
and Van
example,
Persie then in that- Alex Song.
Ozil with Giroud, right? They didn't score like Giroud didn't score a great amount of goals, but Ozil obviously assisted him a lot. And they just like again, they technically are a duo, but they don't go into the criteria.
Nah, I did push the boundaries a little bit. I can't even lie.
A little bit, yeah, just a little bit.
Just a bit. Another pairing that also got 4 points. This one surprises me because no one had these guys except Drew and Denman. Denman's one shocks me because I thought I'll be the one that would have these guys before him. This has to be a bit of, you know what, I'm tired, it's late, I'm feeling sick, let me get open Google. Because on 4 points we have Idiger Johnson and Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank.
No,
Bro,
he
I remember
defo
them
does.
packing us
no,
in.
he defo does. He
Like,
defo
they
does.
used
He
to
doesn't
pack
remember
us in.
Pablo Aimar, but he remembers Hasselbank and Good
No,
Johnson.
yeah,
But that's Premier League
Prem.
tax.
Like Prem,
That's
like
Premier
those
League
guys.
tax.
Those guys were like my youth for sure.
need to
but
remember-
No,
again,
that's my
like-
guys. Fair enough. I won't even use too much time on them because again,
I'll put them 10th.
we have 2 more. Yeah, you put them last. 2 other names that are again missing out on our top 20. I guess it is at this point. We have Drew voted these guys last. Ted voted 9th. Alfie put them last. Berbatov and Keane. To be fair, solid. I can't lie. Not a horrible pick, really, but just
Not
It's-
a horror,
it's- you
not
know
a
what, it's
horrible
not
pick.
top 10 for me.
It's really hard because
Consideration.
a lot of these people in top 10 are going to be majority from teams who are fighting for titles. I can't really back it because obviously we didn't really do much, did we?
I really tried to get Bale in there somewhere. By the way, with someone. I just deepened it with
You might as well
talking
get the
about
left back
Tottenham
Bale.
players.
Get Bale and Aston Cotto or something.
I really tried to get Bale in there.
Yeah, and the last pairing that is joint 21st with 4 points. Only our wonderful friend Seven Tyler had them in. Again, don't remember this being a link up at all, but yeah, maybe I'm wrong. Ruud van Nistelrooy and David Beckham.
No.
What? What?
Yeah,
And
it's
that
not
might
much-
be-
I'd back it if you put someone else with him, but I'm not going to say that there because it'll probably spoil it. but-
Do you know what? The mad thing is they had a better link up when they were both at Madrid than in the Premier League.
Maybe that's what he's thinking.
They actually did. I can't cap with you. They had
Maybe
a
I
better
did. I-
link up,
I can't- I
but
can't
still
verify
not.
that.
I'm still not hearing it.
Maybe
but
they
it
did.
was a better link up.
Fairs. Right, 20th. Callum's got these guys in, as does Drew. No one else does. Aguero and Dzeko.
Really? No one else had them? Fair enough.
No, because I didn't use just the number of goals he
Dzeko.
scored.
Oh, and
In
Aguero.
11, 12, they were...
Dzeko,
wasn't
Negredo. We
iconic,
going for that one as well? Yeah.
How long,
It wasn't
how
like-
long was that partnership for them two?
Say it again, Dem?
Can't have been that long, like, because
A
they were
couple of years
They were
max.
going between like the Aguero, Tevez, Balotelli, like iconic
Yeah.
moments. They can have that, sure, because like
Yeah.
Dzeko scored and then Aguero scored. But again, they were like Balotelli's the one getting the assist, and then I think was it. Oh, I'm gonna give some rare David Silva prop, but I think Silva got the assist for the Dzeko header in the QPR game.
For yet another Manchester City corner. Corners aren't enough. Well, they need somebody to go across and take it, and David Silva was a bit slow off the blocks.
So to be honest, where was the Aguero Dzeko like link up? Like it
It's
wasn't like
throughout.
Dzeko was knocking
For me,
down
it was
headers.
throughout the season. Aguero was the best striker in the league that year, in particular. For me, Dzeko was probably the next best
Fair enough.
in that team in
Hear that?
11, 12.
This is so we have two pairings in 18th and 19th. One of those got a slight mention from Mav earlier as what are we doing here? are we gonna just be stupid and mention?
Oh, no.
It's with great pleasure that I can announce to you that with 6 points, in 18th place we have Sutton and Shearer.
They're
Really?
not 2000s.
They're not.
That's just Google tax, bro.
Blackburn, right?
Yeah,
and
that was
Blackburn
like
was not
95.
2000s.
Bro, it was like, yeah, it was earlier.
I didn't
That's
even
before I was
Google this,
born.
but that's before that they cannot have stretched into the 2000s. But
yeah.
Yeah, weren't it
don't
94, 95?
yeah,
But now is where I'm upset because one of
God.
mine has missed out, and we're in.
I feel like I know who it's gonna be.
What's that all about? No, you don't.
Alright, go on.
no you don't. No, you don't.
When I think about
Here we go.
iconic Premier League, don't do here we go because it's not what you think it is. You can't say here we go.
For Brits,
I mean, is it two French people?
Nope.
Ah, fair enough. Go on.
Nope.
But here we go.
When I think of the iconic Premier League duos, yeah, these guys come to mind. But sadly, only Ted and one of the mods, Aaron, agreed with me on this one. I gave them 3 points. They were 8th on my list.
Right.
Demba Ba and Papi's Demba Cisse.
No. Amenyah,
Wow.
I promise you.
Iconic.
I promise you.
Iconic.
That I considered. I promise you on everything I considered it.
it's not
That
enough.
season they had was wild, but it was a
It's too
season, which is
late to
what made me not put them.
apologise.
I promise you, I considered it. I
Nah,
promise
that's
you.
worth it for me, man. That's worth it. And then they're going to start praying in the celebration together. Nah, iconic.
Nah, I
the,
do.
The
I
goals,
do.
the little
Yeah.
one. You lot have let me down, man. Callum, I
I
thought you were a
considered.
guy of culture as well. What happened, mate?
They were under consideration, but I was
Not enough stats for
wait,
you, pal?
no, it was
Oh.
it was more. I was like doing duos like a season, not like over a shared amount of time, and they just if you apart from the QPR prop, if you go on just off
If
a
anything,
pure season, I
by
wouldn't.
your logic, that would have put them even higher then.
I
if
think
it's
so.
on individual
I think
seasons.
by the logic you just said, I think that puts them higher as well.
Yeah, that
Okay,
that
they-
might put them little like
maybe.
The season they had together was wild, and that's why I considered
What's that like
it.
11, 12 or something, right? I think it was, isn't it?
I didn't even consider it because I didn't even come into my mind. I can't even lie.
Yeah, you were there telling me, oh, here we go. I know who it is. No, you don't, pal. So enjoying 16th and 17th. These guys all got 7 points. I had these guys in the highest actually. My good friend Mav had them in, and so did Seven
Okay.
Tyler. No one else had them. They all got aired. Mav had them last. Again, Denman mentioned these guys earlier. I felt like they had to get in here. It's Crouch and Defoe.
Yeah, facts. Absolute facts.
Denman, what's bro? A bit of prop, mate. What's going on? Crouch and Defoe.
I don't know. I guess I was just, bro. You remember how late I sent the list as well?
Yeah.
Like,
I hear that.
don't know,
I hear that.
I was just going for just like fully like I don't know. I was just going for just about like the whole like achievements, like stats, like like.
But you know what it is?
individual
Theirs is like
quality and
iconic,
stuff,
yeah, because they were
Yes.
like the synonymous like big man, little man.
Yes,
And they were doing
exactly.
it at different clubs as well. Like they went to
Exactly.
Portsmouth.
But I
and went to
also
Barking
didn't
off
want to
there.
throw too much Tottenham prop into it either. Like I wanted to kind of like.
Nah, but then
you know-
like that is like we're talking
If it
about
counts, it
iconic
counts, innit?
Premier League striker pairings. The only reason I put them low is, and I'm sorry, this is not meant to be a shot, but is achievements, because unfortunately the teams they played for were not the greatest
No, of course.
in achieving trophies and so on and so forth. Whenever I played football, whenever I was around football, talked about football, all everyone said is, do they have a big man, little man combo like Crouch and Defoe? Iconic. I had to put them in.
The list was.
Why are you arguing with this guy's point?
No, we're not arguing.
No,
We're not arguing. We're not arguing.
I'm
We're
just
not
saying,
arguing.
like, I'm just surprised he did. Yeah,
Like, when you think
100%.
Boys, if you
strikers.
want to put them to in your top 10, I will back it. Like I'm all for it.
We have already, mate. We can't change it.
We
It's
have
alright,
already.
happy
We have
days,
already.
alright.
I'm just
Sadly, they finished 16th.
It's not. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
Now, this one. What I'll say is, I think when Seven Tyler was first on the panel of mods, he didn't really get a great
Every
reputation.
time I hear his name, every time.
No,
I
but
know
PTSD.
let's be fair, because initially he did his CR17 and a couple others where he messed up the 90, but he's been a lot more following the trend and reasonable of late, right? He helped us get a 90 with Neymar,
Yeah.
and so it's with great joy that I can tell you that Seven Tyler has given 7 points, so
7?
4th on his all-time list. Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
No one else has these two, and I
Oh
think
my
there's a reason why.
Oh,
Right.
The two names are Sane and Mane.
Wait, what?
What?
So, wait. Okay, my ball knowledge may be Sane and Mane.
Sane and Mane.
What, City Sane?
I could be the centre back Sane.
Bro,
I
I've
don't know.
lost my head. I've lost thought. I've lost thought.
Sane
Okay,
and Mane.
don't invite me back
4
on this
points.
podcast. When did they play together in the Prem?
Sane and Mane.
I don't
I
actually know
can
what
only
to say.
think. I can only think. I mean, like he had time to verify his list and stuff. So I don't know if that's meant to say Salah or I don't know if.
I'm
it's
actually
just-
gobsmacked. I genuinely don't know what to say.
Sane.
Like, that is a howler.
The worst thing is, Amenyah's read that, he's seen that,
Yeah,
and he hasn't mentioned to him whatsoever.
Yeah, Denman. I can't believe I haven't considered.
put a
Amenyah's
thumbs up.
read it in fourth and not said, "Is this a typo?" He's let it hang. That you're
Now,
a
do you know what's
bad
the
person
funniest
for
thing?
that.
You've dug the grave for him. You just said, there you go, mate, lie in it, I'll throw the mud on you.
Bro, he was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go to bed and then like if I can do it again in the morning, maybe like, I'll have a look or something. And I was like, no, it's all good, man. Thanks for that, I appreciate it. I seen that straight away, bro. I said yes. Chaos.
Oh my god.
So wait, what are we doing with this? Are we changing it to Salah and Mane, or like, are you just going with Sane and Mane?
No, Sane and Mane, currently of Bayern Munich, get 7 points for our greatest Prem duos. There we go.
Who was that, Tyler?
Yes.
Last one, Tyler.
And finally, after these two, no more joint 14th, 15th, blah, 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 all that nonsense. Demon has these guys in. Drew has these guys in. No one else does. Rooney and Van Nistelrooy.
Yeah, that's
Not dreadful.
Yeah, I don't think that. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad.
Yeah,
they were
I
good,
hear
good
it.
partnership. I think it
I
was.
was waiting for some weird names there.
Yeah,
No. I mean, we're up to 14th now,
506
so-
season was like.
Yeah, we
sick.
are. To be fair, we are up to 14th. Yeah. No, I don't hate the shout.
There's just better
Don't.
duos
I
though.
wouldn't have put them in 5th place like Drew has, but it's
Fifth.
Yeah, that's a bit
Yeah, it's
high.
there.
That's a bit high, but
It's there.
Oh.
Yep. And the other one in 14th and 15th. Believe it or not, no one other than Aaron, the mod who has him last, and Callum, who has these guys third. It's
Ooh.
Rooney and Berbatov.
What?
09, 010.
Third.
What? Where have you
Rooney
got them,
won
Cal?
Third.
Yeah, I got him third. I think that was probably Rooney's best season, and Berbatov was unbelievable as well. I just think they were a really great duo that year, personally.
For all of the criteria, I just think there are other people that go above them for me.
Well, in 13th place, 12 points. I got him in. Mav's got him in.
Ooh.
Tyler's got him in.
We're
Ted's
in the
got him
end
in.
game.
No one else does.
I've missed
Yeah,
something out there, didn't I?
I tried to keep my list all strikers. However, there's a couple spots in here where I did throw in a little winger because I thought, you know what, why not? And this one, iconic for obvious reasons. 12 points. It's Jamie Vardy and not Okazaki. It's Mahrez.
Yes.
Oh,
The correct
yes.
partnership for
Yes.
Jamie Vardy.
Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Do you know how funny it is that this Aaron guy has Vardy and Okazaki, by the way, but not Vardy and Mahrez?
What? Like, just how does that happen? I don't understand how that happened.
Yeah, like there's not really a lot. I put him in 10th place just because I wanted to have strikers. Mav, you got them the highest, so chat to us
Yeah.
about how they got.
Where have you gone, Mav?
I've got them 5th, I think. In terms of pairings and in terms of achievements in the Premier League that we're just never going to see again, and iconicness, they have to be up there. That gave them some bumper sticker points and put
Yeah,
them above
therefore.
people they probably, as a pairing, shouldn't be above, but they are for me, for that reason.
Yeah, I hear that. I don't really have any debates about them being in there. Like I said, you know, I put them 10th, just a bit of respect on their name. I just felt like some of the others were a bit better. That's
Yeah.
all.
No, 100%.
12th place. This is a strange one when I look at the spread of voting because not a single mod has this person or this pairing. Drew doesn't have this pairing. I don't have this pairing. All three of you have him. It is Mo Salah and Sadio Mane.
What?
Yeah.
No one else had
Aaron
no one
Suarez.
else.
I can get why they maybe
No.
not have, because I don't know.
I'm thinking
they,
of
they were saying the whole like
striker,
striker, and because obviously technically they were both like wingers,
And
or
they were
whatever
in
you
a
wanna call
trio
them.
as well. Like it was
Yeah.
like them two.
No,
and Firmino
yeah, no,
when they
but
were
I
really
think
good.
I had to put 'em.
I think all of these pairs are in trios. I
At
understand
least
that
a
they're two
striker,
wingers, in a
striker,
way.
and
Yeah,
then
yeah,
you
yeah.
have like.
I put 7th,
Oh, I put myself. I put him 6.
8th.
No,
Eighth,
you
sorry,
put no.
eighth.
Mav, you've put them 9th, mate. You put them 9th.
Who?
Denman has them 6. Yeah, Mav, you sent me 11 names, by the way. I flashed out your 11th. If you haven't noticed by now.
Did I actually?
You sent me 11 pairs. And I
Oh,
realized
yeah.
about 20 minutes before recording, as I was adding them up. So
Oh,
I just
yeah.
dashed out your last one.
No, I did. Yeah, cool. 9th.
Yeah. Callum, you got them the highest.
Yeah.
Salah and Mane. You enjoy watching Salah and Mane, yeah?
Just that season, obviously we can add the tax of COVID and asthma, blah blah blah. But that year, I think they were just unstoppable and they were great. Simple as that, really.
You watched any Salah comp since then? Of that
Yeah, and that's why
don't let
I
him do this. Don't let him do this. Don't let him do this.
like, ever since the Christmas tree. Let's not talk about the rest of it.
Anyway, the final pairing to miss out on our top 10. We are almost at our top 10, guys. Finally. In 11th place with 14 points. All the mods don't have him except one. 7 Tyler. Now, one of you guys
God.
joined 7 Tyler,
I
which
do
means
not
you're
want
in
to
trouble.
join 7 Tyler, and I'm about to.
It's gonna be me.
It's probably me, I'm guessing.
It's Denman.
Oh yes.
Thank God for that. Cool.
These guys have
Phew.
managed to get
Phew.
in 11th place of our top 10 all-time strike partnerships, Drogba and Lampard.
Oh come
yeah.
on, come on.
Do you know what? Do you
Drogba
know
and
what?
Like I
Lampard,
hear the
yeah.
shout,
You know
like
what?
it's not unreasonable, but like we are really stretching
No,
the
it's
parameters.
unreasonable.
I almost bent the rules for them.
I didn't understand the assignment, and that's completely my fault. It was made very, very clear to me. Like my list, like in front of me, looks perfect. Like I think, yeah, that looks good. That looks right. I could justify that, but quite clearly I can't. So yeah.
No, you can if you
Yeah.
want to. You're more than welcome. I have
No,
no
but
issue.
no,
it's your
because
top 10.
because in fairness, like you did say, like strikers, right winger, like as long as one's a striker, can be any 2 forwards. Yeah, any 2 forwards as long as one's a striker. Yeah, and like obviously, Lampard's not a forward, is he? Like let's be honest, like he's not. Like I know he popped up
No.
in them areas, but like
No, he's
but
definitely
he's just
not.
not.
He's just definitely not.
He's just not.
He's a bit of a goal hanger, but he's
so
not quite.
there's
he's
no
not
there's
quite
no point in me
forward
like trying to
that.
fight something which isn't there. But yeah.
Well, I'm sure Tyler would be happy to fight because he's put them in 3rd place in his greatest all-time striker partnerships. So there we go.
I feel like the top 4 are a lock, but whatever. We'll get onto that obviously. But
We will have to see. I don't know, you know. We are now in 10th place. No, well, 7 of the voters, obviously out of 9, 7 voters don't have this pairing. Yet they've made it into the top 10 because Drew and Callum have put them in. And very high.
This is wild, by the way. This is
how do
actually
they
very
make it
high.
to the top
different.
10 if loads of us haven't picked them?
Yeah, because they've given them a lot of points. In 10th
I know who
place
it
we
is now.
have
Fuck it.
Ronaldo and Tevez.
Yep.
No.
Drew's given them 3rd place. Callum's put them top 3 as well. I won't say like 1, 2, 3 because then it might ruin later on. But Callum's also put them top 3.
Nostalgia reasons. Also, that was Ronaldo's best season. Tevez that year was great. He had better seasons than that, especially at Man City. But I think that was probably also Tevez's best season in a Man United shirt. So for me, they were quite an unstoppable duo. But you like what Mav said earlier, you can have other people, or you could swap Tevez out for someone else.
Yeah, that's one of the least iconic that I've heard.
Fair
of
enough.
United one so far. I don't think there was
Yeah,
anything like they're both incredible and amazing individually. I don't remember there was like a crazy like Tevez and Ronaldo link up though, like as a duo, if you will.
Fair enough.
I'm fair enough. I don't think if you ask a group of loads of people, they ever get put as a duo ever. I'll be so honest about it.
Yeah.
Oh, this list is gonna be jokes.
Yeah, this is. Yeah, I've realised this is about to be very interesting. I told you there's
gonna get
no
spicy.
chance of a total
It's
90.
gonna get
There's
very
0%
spicy.
chance.
The top 4 is going to rattle me if it ain't similar to mine. So bad. So I'm not sure.
I don't know. I don't know. I'll be real with you.
In 9th place, the only one of us here on the panel that has put them in is Mav.
Yep.
He's
okay.
given them 7th place, I believe it is, but some of the mods have also put this 2 in. It is Rooney and RVP, which is hear it.
I hear that shout. I do hear it.
a lot of
it
us
has
shorter
to
one,
be.
but I
It
hear it.
literally has to be like the partners. Like this is what I'm surprised about because I'm hearing Rooney with guys obviously like Berbatov, so on and so forth. If you watch the games, it's quite literally Rooney pinging the ball to RVP to win the
over
main
and over
title.
again.
The whole game is. So I don't know how these have not made it to everybody's list. This is as
You know what
duo
I
as
think
it
is?
comes.
I think it's because I tried to like. It's so wrong with me. I just tried to spread out like and put different teams in because I could have easily put like,
Hear
bro,
it.
I could have put easily like 6 United things in like the top 10 or something.
Rooney and
like,
this guy. Rooney and
yeah, you know what I
Rooney
mean.
and this
Like,
guy.
so I've got Rooney and Van
Yeah.
Nistelrooy
No, I
like
hear
8th.
it.
Like,
I hear
It
it.
makes sense.
Yeah, just-
It makes sense.
I
That
hear it.
subconscious one.
it's gonna be a full
It's just,
United
I think it was
list.
like that literally 1 year only in it as well, to
I
be
do
fair.
hear it.
And then like a couple months
Yeah.
afterwards, and
Yeah.
Van Persie kind of fell off pretty fast, and we know we're going for Rooney too. But yeah, Fez, in 8th place, where are we? Here we go. Again, if someone has these guys with a lot of points, if you're on the panel and you've got them in your top 3, don't say if it's first, second, or third, because then we want to have some suspense towards the end. But
Right.
someone does have these guys in their top 3. I don't. I put them 9th,
Okay.
and that's coming from an Arsenal fan. But I put them 9th because I said I'm doing strikers only until these last couple. I had to give some respect to these elite ones. I'm surprised they only got 9th or 8th overall though, because I thought a couple other guys would have joined us, but sadly only myself, Callum and Drew managed to put in Henry and Robert Pires.
Really?
So I mean, that was
again-
the French duo I was on about earlier.
Again, I considered it. I did consider it. I really, really did.
I can't believe
but
how
again,
little people put in.
But again, I
Wait,
didn't.
so Demba
I
knew
didn't-
this and he just aired them? Or
Sorry.
I didn't know if it stretched to Pires being quite left mid and obviously left wing as well at times for sure. I didn't like again. I didn't. I'll be honest. I didn't know how far I wanted to stretch it.
so you are willing to consider
if I'm being
the
honest.
Lampard thing, but Pires was...
Yeah, but Amenyah, I considered it, but did I do it? So at least you can say I've been consistent with all of my considerations.
Fair enough.
You know,
Not impressed though, not impressed.
No,
Demba,
no. I hear it. They are.
I don't,
they are
you know,
super iconic.
I
They
don't know
They
why
are
I didn't
super
put them in
great.
because they were literally in my list, and then
Yeah.
I kept putting them down. I don't know why. I just kept putting them down.
Sadly, Good Johnson and Hasselbank, Gerrard.
No,
and
but I remember
Torres.
thinking.
I'm actually.
By the way, you keep saying Gerard Torres because that keeps flicking into my brain, and that is hilarious.
I don't even like Arsenal. I'm like genuinely upset that this is where they are.
Yeah.
Genuinely.
Do you know what it is? They were on my like. So I wrote out like a list of
Same.
like 15 people, and then when crunching it down, I just forgot to put them in.
Yeah.
I'll be real because I remember
Yeah.
just having a bit more of an in-depth look into Pires because obviously I
But-
know what Henry's.
Yeah,
like,
I'll,
no,
I
I'll
can't
go
say too
further
much,
into that
but this is
conversation later.
mental.
Yeah,
It's
I'll go
actually
into
mental.
that convo further later.
Yeah. Listen, I would have like gone even higher, but like I said, I was trying to keep it striker, so I can't complain too much. I put him in 9th place. I can't really moan that much realistically, but yeah, that's our 8th place pairing: Henry and Robert Pires, two of the most iconic French players in the Prem ever. We go to 7th, and we have 3 men of culture: myself,
God.
Alfie, and joining me in what may be a very rare occasion is Mav.
Oh my God.
The
I
three
can't
of
believe
us.
it. I can't. Me,
The
you, and
three of
Alfie.
us
There's no
have-
way we agree
yeah.
on something. There's
What
no
kind
way.
of interlink is this?
There's no way. I don't even know who this could be now. By the
Why
way.
have I forgot? I've forgotten someone and it's really pissed
Wow.
me off.
Okay. Who is it?
The 3 of us have put in with a
Yeah.
total of 20 points: Dwight York and Andy Cole.
Wait, we're the
No.
only 3 to put them in.
Yes.
What?
Yes.
But it wasn't. They were like
What?
99. They were like
They were still,
late
they were
90s.
still at
They were into
nah,
the 2000s
they were still there
though.
in the 2000s, and they even went
I
Blackburn
fumbled
together.
then. I thought they were
They even
done
got back
by,
together
like, the-
later down the line.
Yeah, they went
Late-
Blackburn
What?
together, and they were still
They
bagging.
were full
Yeah, but-
2000s.
But I was thinking of them at Man United. I wasn't really thinking beyond that. I thought it was late
Yeah.
90s.
Well, no, that's how I saw the Crouch and Defoe thing. Like,
No,
I
let's
thought
not get it twisted. They
were
weren't
doing that
bagging at
Spurs.
Blackburn. They
Yeah,
weren't.
yeah, exactly.
No, they weren't bagging at Blackburn at all.
They didn't bag in that first season together.
Okay, but
Bro,
Let's have a look.
I've got it in
We'll have
front
a
of me
look.
now.
talking
Have a
about
look.
Premier League
He scored
iconic
8
strike
goals, bro.
pairings, and we don't have
Together,
Dwight York and
who-
Andy
how much
Cole
have they
done
in your list.
Nah, I think it's enough to justify them to certainly be there. They
Yeah,
still
but
play
obviously
for
that would
United
be an obvious though,
afterwards.
wouldn't it? Like it would be an obvious. Like all of us would have put him in.
I don't know, mate. You put in Gerrard. You didn't put in.
You put
No,
Gerrard
let's
and
not
Torres.
take the
You
piss
put
here,
in
like-
Gerrard and Torres. We're
Like,
not taking
nah.
the piss. You took the
We
piss.
would have put everyone would have put him in there. Like if that was the case.
Yeah.
No,
I was-
I
I'm
still
looking-
think
I'm
like
looking
the
at
way
this,
I
like-
still think that they are iconic. Like they played after 2000, and they were two iconic players that still. played
No,
after
do you know
2000.
what? Even doing my
Who
research,
put
on
Les
this, I don't back
Ferdinand?
it.
Who was the other person with Les Ferdinand?
Shearer and
Like, bro, that 99 season was their season. That's
So, by the same notion, why are you cooking them? They still played in the 2000s.
who?
What,
earlier.
Sutton and
I'm pretty
Oh,
sure
I
both of them
didn't
played in the
cook
early
What,
2000s.
Sutton and Shearer.
No, Les,
what
I
were
swear
they
someone
saying?
said Ferdinand.
Oh
Said
no,
Les Ferdinand.
No, they were
it's
cooking
not about
Sutton
when
and
they
Shearer.
played. It's the fact they're even considered was the problem.
All I
Our
remember
issue
is someone
was-
cooking Les Ferdinand and someone else, or am I just
and
bugging?
Shearer for just a terrible shout. That was Alfie trying to show his knowledge. It's a terrible shout. That's exactly
enough.
what I said for it. Not for the fact of when they played. It's just a terrible shout.
Yeah. They parted ways in 2004, by the way, Dwight York and Andy Cole. So I'm still counting that as 4 years of them being iconic. I don't care what happened. That's what they say. I put
100%.
Crouch and
Like-
Defoe, fam.
Yeah, no,
They're
I
in
guess.
this.
I
No, but I
can't
think this is
believe
where
Crouch, Defoe, and York and Cole have been so overlooked in this list.
Bro, because I
Am
was
I
looking
too
at
old?
top, like, I thought we were talking quality. I didn't know we were generally, like, holding iconic so highly. Otherwise, my list would have been completely different.
I mean,
Like,
quality-
all
I
I've heard
quality-
on this list is iconic. Like,
Yeah.
so
No,
like,
I
Okay,
mean-
what about
I
hear them
Henry
in on
Perez?
this.
Wait,
You add Henry Perez.
Wait, stats.
There's quality there.
Wait, stats, achievements,
No, I forgot
chemistry
to put it in.
together. Longevity is the only one in that list that Dwight York and Andy Cole do not fit. They fit
stats
the
they
other
don't
four.
fit.
Yeah,
Stats they
what?
don't fit. After
What?
2000, no, listen, their big season was 99,
Yeah,
bro.
I get that.
It's
I
like
get
hear
that.
their
I-
biggest
I
season, their
agree
best
with you.
season was
But saying
before
their
the
stats
criteria.
It was
fit is
pre-2000.
wild.
agree with you.
It was
I agree with you.
pre-2000s, though, Mav. You need to understand
Yeah.
why I'm saying that.
No, I
No,
get
I-
that.
I
I also
agree with
I
you.
get that for sure. But again, they carried into the 2000s, so everything they did is relevant here.
What, pre-2000s is still relevant?
With them two, in a
No, 'cause
way,
I back
yes,
it. No,
of
no, but
course.
that's
Nah,
fair.
that-
But
come
like, if
on.
that's the case, then fair enough.
In a
like,
way,
This
of
is
course.
like
they
adding
are
midfielders in.
iconic
This is
players.
bending the rules. Come on, man.
No, that's not
How's
bending
that
the
bending
rules
the
at all.
rules? They played after 2000 together for 4
No, they
Yeah,
did.
years.
together.
They did.
They
Yeah,
played
they
after.
And we know
So
who
if
they
they're
are.
already iconic pre-2000s, they don't become uniconic after. This is my point. Like you don't just go, oh wait, 2000s to 2003.
No, but the reason why you think
they
they're
were not-
iconic,
Yeah.
the reason why you think they're iconic in the 2000s is because of what they've done pre-2000s.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yes.
no, in a
Exactly.
way, yes,
Correct.
but
No, it
but
is,
the-
it is,
but-
Mav, come
no,
on.
no, Demon, I
It
get
is,
where
it
you're
is.
coming from. I get the logic, but at the same time, their iconicness hasn't disappeared.
So let's arguing about the split where the 2000s is like the interpretation of like the rules, which I broke anyway with midfielders. So
Yeah, I know. That's my issue. You've broken it, but then you're
Trying to
policing
uphold the
it.
rules.
You're upholding it like a madman here.
Guys, like,
which is
have
what's
some damn
confusing.
respect, man. Look at the criteria.
He'll put midfielders in, but he won't put guys that achieved that much.
have some
before
bloody
2000.
integrity, lads. Fucking hell.
Well, there's
hear it.
I had to just put him in regardless because I feel like even in general top 10 debates of strikers, like how Andy Cole just always gets aired is kind of crazy considering his number. So I thought let me put some respect on their name a little bit. But anyway, moving on. Sixth
hear it.
place. Only one of us have this pair in, and then 3 of the mods. The mods are Aaron, Ted, and Tyler, and the panelist is
Gonna be
Me.
neat.
Callum.
to me.
Oh wow!
I think it.
Thank God, I'm so
25
happy to
points.
hear
Oh,
that.
thank God! I saw the list of names and I didn't want to be the one.
Sixth place, we have Diego Costa and Eden Hazard.
Oh my!
I expect, to be fair, I
Oh
expected
my-
I
Hazard to
thought
get
about
in there
it a
just
little
because
bit,
of
to be fair,
the
but it
Chelsea
wasn't
side of
gonna.
things.
Yeah.
As I said, like, guys can say rules all you want. I don't understand how we are in a place where Eden Hazard and Diego Costa have made a list that Crouch, Defoe, York and Cole have not. For people, that doesn't make any sense. None,
You bended the
zero.
rules, but it's fine. Don't worry. It's good.
No, I didnn't bend the
Yeah,
rules.
you did.
You're
you
bending
did. You
the
did
rules.
though. You did though, but it's fine. It's
You're
fine.
bending the rules.
What have I bent the rules there to include Diego Costa and Hazard? What rule have I bent there? Explain.
Logic.
What
The
logic?
rule of logic.
That's what you've got.
So
is it?
where's
Logic.
the longevity in that one? Because I swear, after like 1 year, yeah, weren't they holding banners in Chelsea saying the free rats, get them out? Costa, Hazard, Fabregas. So what happened? Oh, that's the most iconic memory there, nah? Callum, chat
I'm
to us,
not.
so
I'm
you-
not gonna disagree with you. They were just a really good duo, and I just wanted to include them in my
Alright, for
list.
1 year.
That was that.
For
Yeah.
1 year first.
Did Hazard?
There was
did
there was no rule to say it couldn't be based off a pure season, was there?
No.
No,
I know,
absolutely,
sure.
absolutely not.
You just
I just
completely aired the
wonder. I
longevity
wonder
part of it.
what
That's
Eden
all.
Hazard's stats were that year alongside Diego Costa.
I think it was one of his best seasons at Chelsea.
It's fair enough. I just, yeah, fair. I can't argue anymore. I just think we've all done some very.
We've all
strange
interpreted
things,
the rules in
me
slightly
included.
different ways. Let's
Yes,
be real here.
I agree.
We've all interpreted different ways.
Some
Yes.
more than others. Which
Yeah, true. We won't mention Denman's list.
Some a lot more than others. Yeah.
Indeed. Now.
Bro, I'm rusty. It's been a minute since I've been on here, man. Come on.
This is my debut, man.
Very
I've even
true,
dropped
I'll
on
let
the
you
clag of that bat.
All right. In
I
fifth
won't
place,
mind this
we are
panel
into,
again. It makes me look good.
we are into the top 5. My goodness.
What a road.
How this doesn't still have everyone agreeing on something yet, I don't know. But I'm going to tell
Are we
you.
going to all agree at any point so far in this list?
We'll have to wait and see.
We
But so
have to,
far,
surely.
so far we haven't, and
No,
it's
I
going to
don't.
continue because 3 people don't have this pairing in. One of those is Seven Tyler.
Whatever, top
The
10.
other 2, correct. The other 2 are sitting here with us today.
Okay.
Be me again.
GG's, boys.
It's Callum and it's Denman.
Yep. I know
Which
what
means-
duo it is, and the people
Which
who haven't
means
put him in there
Mav
for a
is
reason.
having an all-timer episode back to back. The Mav remontada is looking kind of crazy right now because all of you guys, the 3 that I mentioned, that is the rest of you mods and whatnot, well done for putting these guys in. I had them very, very high. They are in my top 3, is what I would say. 33 points, 5th place. Drogba and Anelka.
Yeah, absolutely not.
That's a
like,
serious
what?
striker duo.
Absolutely. I can't believe Denman squeezed Lampard in before he's gone Anelka and Drogba. That's wild to me.
Bro,
Again, I
Drogba
don't
and
understand
Anelka.
what's been going on today. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get how some names have made it and others. My brain is fried at this point. I'm just having a great time.
Of most of the ones that we've listed so far, yeah. If you ask me which one I'd hate to play against when they're in that form that they were that year, Drogba and Anelka, have fun, mate. Anelka with his
100.
shining peanut head, sprinting. Oh my days, man. Denman, can I get your thoughts on that?
I ain't got nothing to say. I can't even lie. I'm late, bro. I'm late.
If you knew now, would you have put them in your top 10?
If I knew now, bro, my top 10 list would be completely different from my top 4 downwards. Like, the only thing I'm proud of is my top 4. Like, I'm literally just proud of my top 4, bro. Like, Ardigan
What,
Johnson
you
and
got-
Hasselbank, and then I'll put Drogba and Lampard. And I just thought, right, that's enough Chelsea for now. Let me chuck some other
You
teams
got,
in
you
there.
got Malouda and Kalou in your top 4.
Right, he's just baited it now. So.
I was
Where
kind
did
of
we
on the
land?
same line as Denman. I couldn't put too much Chelsea prop in there, and I put Costa and Hazard, and that was enough Chelsea for me. So.
Yeah,
No, so then put
again,
the
I
better
can't believe
one,
Costa
then.
and Hazard are over a
Yeah,
Nelson
how
drop,
is
but
that?
that makes
Striker
absolutely
partnerships.
zero sense.
I can't believe that. That one has shocked me.
Yeah,
When I saw them coming
that
in,
has
yeah,
shocked me. That has genuinely shocked me.
I need to
Like,
hear from
genuinely.
Tyler in the comments and replies as well, because how you not put Anelka Drogba? Wow.
He's put
I've
Sane
put them
Mane,
the
so
highest,
let's not
even.
question. Let's not question him, please. Let's
I
please
have put
just
them.
not do that.
I have put them the highest out of everyone here, to be fair. But anyway, we now make it into our Champions League spots at long last. 4th place, 45 points. Quite the jump.
Flip, that is a big jump.
2 people don't have this pairing out of the 9. So we're getting closer to everyone agreeing. One of those, as you can imagine, is 7
Probably
Tyler.
me.
The other,
It's me, isn't it? It's me.
Oh, no,
100% me.
please.
It's not a panelist.
the other
it
is
can't be a
Alfie
panelist.
Curtis 10.
Oh, thank God! Thank God for
Okay,
that! Thank God for that.
the Lord
Oh.
for that.
I was
All the
panicking.
rest of us are in agreement that these 2 are in the top 10, just
Okay.
with varying degrees. And again, if you put them top 3, don't say where you've put them. Just I'll let you know that you put them top 3. It is Storage and Mr. Redacted from Uruguay. They make our top 4.
Absolutely.
What do you just call him?
The redacted Uruguayan is what he called him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mav, you put
Alright.
them top 3.
Yes.
Can I get your thoughts?
Suarez and Sturridge together have produced among one of the best duo performances we have ever seen in Premier League history, and I can't believe they're not in everybody's top 3. I'm confused how they
I
haven't made
100%
everybody's.
agree
Mav,
with
like,
Mav here, but I put them low on my list purely for tax
Wait, where did
purposes.
you put him?
I have said multiple times that he's the biggest. I'm not gonna swear on the planet, but we are talking football.
Yeah, so I'll put him 4th personally.
Fair.
Later on in the thing, you'll probably understand why.
Fair.
The conversations which I'll have with it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
No, it makes sense. For me, I just think about like iconic memories. He bit someone. He didn't shake my man's hand. He was racist. So when I think about like the others, they have like some nice, like inspiring, iconic memories. He has, I kicked the ball very hard against Norwich. So they're in my top 10. I put them 6th.
I hate that you do that because I get
think-
the reasons. I just hate that you do that.
No, but I 6 is still very good though. It's still very good. Well done to those guys. They got. Listen, I'll have you know, even if I put them first, they were not going to get into the top 3 because the gap between 4th and 3rd, it goes from 45
Wild.
points to 60. Now,
Okay.
here's where it gets interesting, because 2nd and 3rd are separated by 2 points. It changed last minute. I was adding them up, and it changed with a final swing. So in 3rd place with 60 points, everyone bar 2 people put this pairing in. Yet again, we still have guys that we're not going to agree on it. Drew did not have this pairing in, and the other person
Probably me.
sits among us here.
Yeah, it's me. Yeah.
It's Callum, who hasn't put in Rooney and Ronaldo. This guy was putting like Ole, Van Nistelrooy,
What?
all these guys, no space.
Wait,
You
Drew
put
didn't put
Rooney
him in?
and Ronaldo in Callum's list.
Yep.
Did you say
What?
Drew didn't either?
Drew did not.
Nah,
Yeah,
Drew
me and
must
Drew
have
have a
forgot.
similar
Drew must
list,
have
but
forgot.
whatever.
Drew
Nah,
must have forgot.
Drew's on crud. I know Drew. Drew's my boy. He's on crud. So yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
No, Drew's Ronaldo one. He put Ronaldo and Tevez in 3rd place.
Yeah, that's wild. Probably I thought this was gonna be 2nd or 1st, but here we are.
I've put him top 3. Demon's put him top 3. Obviously, you've put him top 3 as well. This is the one that was the link up, bro. Rooney and Ronaldo.
This is
the link up.
the biggest link up in Premier League history. It's literally Ballon d'Or winning player with Rooney. It was so mad that an entire country went into turmoil when Ronaldo winked to get the guy sent. They were so iconic together
Even against each other.
Country went into turmoil because they played each other, and one of them got the other one sent off. Cal, what are you doing? You put every other United.
Can I remind
together,
you?
put the best
This guy
one ever.
put this guy put Van Nistelrooy and Ole together in his list.
Yeah.
But you have put. Oh my god.
For two reasons.
had a hell
I kind
of
of
a-
bugged.
There's no reason.
No,
You
listen.
can't have a
Let me
reason.
explain. I kind of bugged, I'm not going to lie. And
Yeah.
also, I don't know. There were more duos for me from a Man United perspective that I personally found more iconic and that I enjoyed watching.
How the
Like,
hell
how?
do you sit and
I don't ask me
Van
why.
Nistelrooy
Don't ask
and
me
Ole?
why.
How?
I don't ask me
How?
why. But they
What
just
is
they
enjoyable
just are.
about
They
Van
just
Nistelrooy?
are. For whatever reason in my mind, when I think because I only remember I was late to be called up for this, and I only had like 45 minutes. I was quickly putting down
That is
duos
fair,
down
that is
from
fair.
my childhood,
I'll let
like
you.
thinking like who
Okay.
do I remember as a kid like
enough.
playing together, scoring goals,
Good
being
excuse.
iconic, and
Still doesn't
they
accept
were
it.
just
Let me tell you why I'm not going to hear that shout. Because do you know who Callum has third? Rooney and Berbatov.
yeah, I do, yeah.
Yeah.
So you were around that time frame. You just
I
Ronaldo.
enjoyed them more. That's just my personal opinion. That's all it is.
Fair enough.
That's just all
Fair
it is.
enough.
That's all it comes down to. When I remember
No
watching
problem.
them back then, I enjoyed watching them as a duo more. Just personal opinion.
Fair enough.
Fair.
Second place. Like I said, these were separated by 2 points. Maybe if Callum decided to put them 8th or something, then Rooney Ronaldo
Callum
would get
put them
second
right.
place.
They would have won by logic.
Probably.
Yeah.
Who knows? They only got 60 points, so we'll see what the gap is to first when we get there. We're currently second. I have these guys. Denman does, Mav does, Callum does, and for once, all the mods do as well. It should be. Well, I'd like to
Full
think it's
house.
obvious, but maybe it's not because I'm looking at some guys' lists, and perhaps it isn't. But in second place, just about missing out on a trophy. It's Kane and Son. He's the history. He's the history.
It's the history of
He's the history. Denman, you've got him. You've got his man the highest out of the four of us, obviously.
Yeah, I think it goes
chat
without
to
saying,
us
like, I'm
about
obviously
that.
going to back them. I generally think they tick off literally all of the things, just apart from
Correct.
team trophies, like individual qualities, the chemistry together. That goes without saying. Like they're the highest partnership in the Prem, like in Premier League history. Like
Cohesion.
you can't look past
Cohesion,
that. Yeah, you can't look past that. And obviously, like they broke the record for the most assists to each other in a season, as well. And achievements, they've got the individual achievements there. Obviously, not the team achievements as we know. But yeah, I'll back them top three personally.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. I can't really have any arguments. Most people, well, everyone had them in. Our friend the mod Aaron had them the lowest. He put them 7th, I think it is. We are looking at. But Fairs, listen, can't really debate it too much. Like you said, got the numbers, all the stats. Like they stats wise are the ones that are like, yeah, you cannot even debate that whatsoever. But sadly,
Facts.
all those, stats.
Yeah, you
were
have to
squad
do.
battles.
You just have to
Yeah.
be like that if you're not winning trophies. Shut your mouth, by the way. But you
Yeah,
have to
yeah,
be like
yeah,
that if you're not winning trophies. Like, you got.
Yeah, if Son did what he did in any other club, guys would literally be shouting him for Ballon d'Ors, and I know that for a fact. But because I've seen who they've shouted for Ballon d'Ors, aka Shin Dribbler. But I fully agree with you, Demon, 100%. The only reason they went 4th for me is literally team, and unfortunately,
No, I get it.
as much as I agree, like with what we were judging these other guys by, I was like they almost went third, but they didn't.
No, I get it. Like some of these people have won Champions Leagues.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
like,
exactly.
I get it. Like,
Yeah, I hear all of it, man. Makes sense. And now it is time to move on to our first place. We crown our winners. I'm gonna tell you now, to avoid all element of doubt, because people that have voted would know this already. Not everyone has these guys in their list at all.
What?
Not everyone has these guys on their list.
What?
Me.
I do. Denman does. Mav does. All the mods do. Drew does.
Please don't say
Callum
Cal
has-
doesn't.
I don't. I
Callum
definitely don't. I
has
definitely don't.
aired them.
Yeah,
In
100%. Yeah.
first place
Yeah.
with 76 points, the most iconic strike partnership the Premier League has ever seen is Thierry Henry and Dennis Bergkamp. Well done. Unlucky you're not getting 90, but it's a valiant effort. 76. I gave him 10. Denman gave him 10. Drew gave him 10. Tyler and Ted gave him 10. Alfie and Aaron gave 9. Mav gave them 8. Callum gave them
None.
the fattest of
0.
airtime.
Big 0. Yeah.
Okay.
100%.
Come on, Callum.
100%.
I'm sorry, brother, but
100%.
you've missed Ronaldo and Rooney and
Yeah.
Henry and Bergkamp.
No, okay.
You've had
The
a
reason
stinker.
I
Stinker.
100% don't hear the Bergkamp one. I'll
Huh?
Because he's a stats man. That's why. he's a
No,
stats
it's
man.
not. No, it's not.
Oh my
Henry and
God.
The
Perez.
most technically gifted player
I don't
ever.
care. Henry and Perez for me are the best Premier League duo. For me,
Huh?
Because
I enjoyed watching Henry
Do
and
you know-
Perez the most.
yeah, so by
I
the
think
way,
they're
so
most
now we
iconic
know. So
duo.
Callum put Henry and Perez number 1 by the way.
Yeah,
So-
100%.
Okay,
100%.
okay. That's. Do you know what? If that's your argument, fair enough. I don't agree.
Fair enough.
But if that's your argument, 100. Fair enough. They're your number 1, so I get it.
Yeah.
You've got Henry number 1, which is all that matters really. Henry with
Yeah, he's
someone
greatest-
is always going
greatest
to have
Premier
to
League player of all
gonna
time,
have to be
without a
up
doubt.
there for sure in the top 3. If Henry's not in the top 3 with anyone, you could put Overmars with him, and I would hear your argument. You could put Ljungberg with him, I'd hear your. You could put
Yep.
Gilberto Silva with him, and I'll hear your argument.
Yeah,
The
I
only
just
thing I
think
will
that-
say,
I just don't see it.
and I've always said, is that I really don't feel like Henry and Bergkamp's prime overlapped enough. Bergkamp was in his prime when Henry wasn't there, and Henry was in his prime when Bergkamp disappeared.
Exactly.
But
I
That's
feel
still
like- I
think
feel like
together
that was the
there.
whole
Started to
point. It was
fall off,
supposed to be duos.
I do agree with that. But
No, but this duo. So this is what I'll tell you what. I always put them number 1. Bergkamp started to fall off, like let's say 2005, and then 06 he went to retire, and then obviously Henry dipped at like 7, 08 he started to cut and whatnot. For like what? That gives them 7, 8 years together, where they were just on a madness the whole time. Henry, as we've agreed, best Prem player ever, and Bergkamp, most people will say he's one of the most technically gifted players ever. Henry, you ask him, there's no one on this earth that he'd rather like have played with than Bergkamp.
Yeah,
Because Bergkamp
yeah.
just made life easy for him every single time. It's not about just like Bergkamp pinging balls into space over and over
Yeah,
again for
agree.
him to run onto, bro. Like, everything about that partnership was striking fear into opponents. You don't know what to even defend. So how you cannot put that in the list anywhere, but you can
it
enjoy
not
watching
being in the
Van
list
Nistelrooy and
at
Ole.
all. Even if someone goes, do you know what, they're 10th because of respect, is what that they have to be
Yeah.
somewhere in the list. I think they have to
My
be somewhere
reason
in the top
is
3.
I think
where did Alfie
Bergkamp
go?
is overrated. That's just my personal opinion.
Where did
In,
Alfie
in
go?
terms of players of all time, I think he is
Wow.
genuinely slightly overrated.
You've
I
got them number 1, so I can't argue with you. You've got them
I
number
like
1.
Halsey. The fact that he's got his opinion, he's gonna
No,
stick to
yeah,
it no matter
100%.
what.
You've got
So
them
I do
number 1,
respect
so
it.
I hear it. I'm
Denman,
joking.
chat to us because you've put them first like a proper honourable man. Why have you put them number 1?
Tottenham fans putting them first, that's when you know it's serious, by the way.
Yeah,
Just want to say.
just have to, innit? Like, it's,
Yeah, yeah,
it's,
yeah.
It's, like, you can't look past everything, really. Like, you've got Henry there. Like, I feel like Henry was always going to be. If I'm honest with you, Henry was always going to be top, regardless of who you partnered him with. There, like, I think it's just a
Agree.
no-brainer, innit? Like, I hate him, but it's a no-brainer. it's a no. I don't. The menu. I'm not going to speak too much about these waste men. I'll be real.
No,
like,
no worries, mate. No worries.
Like,
I'll
I
move
put
on.
him there.
I'll move on to
hear
Mav
it.
because Mav is the only one that hasn't put them top 2. Well, aside from Callum, who just aired them completely.
Yeah, 100%. Say it with chest.
So Mav, we can now reveal that you put Sturridge and Redacted in second. So
Yes.
you rating that more than the Henry Bergkamp thing?
Like I said, for me personally, watching them, I enjoyed those two as a pairing more. For me, and I've admitted this forever, I don't care who I support, Arsenal have been one of my favourite teams to watch in the history of time. And like I said, it comes across as the entire team. Vieira goes in there, you know, Petit goes in there, Perez goes in there, Overmars, Ljungberg, like I can name the entire Arsenal team, and I enjoyed watching them all. So it didn't come down to a duo, whereas for me it was Liverpool. If you remove those two, they were absolutely terrible.
Fair enough. You have it however you want, mate. So there we go. I'll read off the top 10 quickly, just in case you guys, if you're listening on Spotify or something like that, you haven't been able to keep track. Our top 10 is 10th place, Ronaldo and Tevez. 9th place, Rooney and Van Persie. 8th place, Henry Perez. 7th, we have York and Cole. In 6th, we have Hazard and Diego Costa. 5th place, Anelka Drogba. 4th place, Sturridge and Redacted. 3rd, Rooney Ronaldo. 2nd, Kane and Son. And in 1st place, Henry and Bergkamp with 76 points. I think that was very chaotic as per usual, but I enjoyed it thoroughly. We've got... our list is okay. It's
I can't believe how
like,
low
there's
Perez and
problems here.
Henry are. The list
You
they
don't.
are.
Hey, relax. You
Nah,
don't have
look, actually,
Bergkamp
whoa,
and
whoa,
Henry
you
in your
ain't
list.
Yeah,
Relax
because I
on
don't.
that.
I
Relax.
didn't rate
Yeah,
Bergkamp.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
just personal opinion. Personal opinion.
We're not ending on that. We're not ending on didn't rate Bergkamp. We're ending it on Henry and Bergkamp win yet again. Bang. If you like the video, obviously slap a little like on that, spam the comments and whatnot. Let us know who you think had the worst. I'm gonna put all the lists as always on the screen right now, so you'll see every single person's top 10. Cook them as much as you like, or praise them as much as you like. You know the vibes.
Can't
by
wait
now.
for the comments.
I think you're gonna take cooking. Subscribe if you haven't already. Join the Twitter community. You know the usual stuff. But anyway, listen. Bye. Have a nice day. Safe.